de ti y seré toda la vida mientras viva. Por amor soy de ti, por amor, 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 por amor. Welcome to El Latino Ruido. My name is Javier Luis. What's going on, mi gente? How's everybody doing?
Everything is good. Everything is good. Went to my doctor, and I got mild glaucoma in my left eye.
Oh,
What?
really?
I'm going deaf and blind.
Mijo.
Holy.
Wait, so you have mild glaucoma?
Yeah, it's mild. The doctor should give me eye drops and stuff
Right.
like that. But the pressure went down a lot.
Good.
The last time I went to see
Good,
him.
good. That
So,
happens
Mama,
with
when-
age. And
I'm
that
not-
and it runs in the family, right?
But
Do
I'm
you-
not
do you-
old. You're old. Painted.
Wait. I need a special
This
sound
is,
effect.
This is painted on.
Oh, that white stuff?
Yeah, bro.
No,
porquería.
I was suspected for glaucoma also, so they put me on eye drops also.
Yeah, my eyes are drowning, bro. So many drops, man.
Well, there's only one drop each eye per
Bro,
day.
no, the guy had to split it up, so I don't have to pay too much of a copay. I got 3 bottles actually. 2 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
this
had to
is
go generic.
This is viejo talk. Actually, our guest today, George KG, was supposed to be here. Unfortunately, he cannot make it due to personal family reasons.
Yes.
But we will have him on at a future date. So stay tuned for that. We're just gonna wing it, right, Johnny?
Basically winging a prayer, bro.
Yeah. So what did you do this weekend?
Me, nothing.
Nada.
Same old thing. What did I do? Did I do anything? It's Wednesday, so I can't remember that far back. I gotta start writing things down. I gotta
Yeah,
start
man.
writing notes for the week.
Vite. Well, listen, the reason let's talk about buying or saving property.
All right. Well,
Because-
which is beneficial, renting
Yeah.
or buying.
Yeah. So my thing is, because I want to, and I want people out there who are watching us to write in or call our number. The number flipped over. I want people to call, let us know what they think and what you think, because I would like to eventually buy property.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
But, some people say if you're of a certain age, you shouldn't even bother.
Well, not really, because my parents bought when they retired.
Right.
Usually, you buy your retirement home and stuff like that,
Right.
And they've been 16 years already, and then he's in the 70s. So
See, so it's never too late.
no, it's never too late,
know.
but you have to pick the right time,
Right.
Because if you sell high, let's say you have a home here, and you sell high, you're gonna buy high wherever you're going.
So wait, so what do you mean if you sell high?
Because if the market is hot for
Right.
sellers, if it's a seller's market, you're going to get top dollar. But now remember, you're going to go buy something in wherever you're going, and it's going to be top. You're going to pay top dollar because it's the seller's market, not a buyer's market.
Right.
You have to wait till it calms down, and until it becomes a buyer's market. So in other
Right.
words, you have so much supply and not enough demand, then you get it cheaper.
Right.
Prices go down.
Right.
But right now it's hot. Prices are shooting up like you wouldn't believe, man.
Because like gated communities in Florida.
Those, they have a whole assortment of them.
Right.
You'll have the age restricted 55 and up,
Right.
and you have the some with not so many restrictions, and then some
Right.
that have no restrictions.
Right.
They're gated, and you pay your HOA or whatever and stuff like that. But
Right.
it's still it's a cheaper way to go. Or if you don't, you could find someone who's renting
Right.
their house or their apartment in that gated community, and you rent it from them until you decide you want to buy.
Yeah, I know with the option to buy.
Yeah.
See, because I want to buy, but this fear like we're just talking about. You're getting older, whatever.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even worry about that because,
Yeah.
bro, as you get older, you ain't have to worry about because you're not gonna finish paying for that thing. You'll be dead before that thing happens.
And then
You know-
this one lady told me, there's nothing better than going to your home and knowing that that's yours.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though the bank owns it, because
Yeah, but
you-
as long as you
unless
make
you
your
paid it in
payments.
full, you
Yeah,
paid
no
it in
default
full,
that they-
like one shot. pay.
Oh no, yeah. If you're that good, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is also, you have to understand what entails about owning a house.
See,
You're in
that's a
charge of the
lot of the stuff that I
repairs
don't know.
and everything. Unless you live in a gated community where you're paying an HOA, your HOA covers all the amenities
Right.
and everything on the outside, like
Right.
your garbage, sewage, and most of them come with basic cable and everything. They'll paint your house every couple of years. Like I say, anything on the outside,
Right.
anything that breaks on the inside,
It's on you.
unless you
Right.
get a contract with some maintenance company and stuff where they'll come and do
Right.
maintenance every once in a while and stuff like that. But
Right.
there are a lot of factors to owning a home
Right.
as opposed to renting.
And then again, it depends on the location
Oh, absolutely.
because what you have to pay out in Florida due to the hurricane season, flooding,
Flooding also.
you don't have to do here in the north.
No, but you also have zones that are almost zero in Florida. A lot of Central Florida, all the hurricanes that my parents have gone through, they no flooding.
Yeah, but
What they do is they empty the pool a little bit,
Yeah.
and by the time the hurricane's gone, they fill the pool back up, and they get no flooding. The further north you go,
Yeah.
the higher you are. Now, like in Miami, you throw a cup of water in the street and you flood it
Yeah.
because it's closer to sea level.
yeah,
You know, and like look at New Orleans. New Orleans sits 5 feet below sea level.
that's incredible.
So you drop of water, it goes, bro, you just wet the whole neighborhood.
That's just
Yeah,
crazy.
you know, and it basically, New Orleans is like in a bowl.
Yeah,
You're in a bowl, and you're basically 5 feet under, below sea level.
yeah, yeah.
And, you
then,
know, there are a lot of variables. A lot of
yeah,
variables.
And then the other thing is that the more you put down, the less you got to pay a month.
Absolutely.
So I mean, that's just.
But you gotta have. Let's say you're gonna you calculate 20% of a house that costs $250,000. You're looking at about $30,000 down payment, and that's not including the closing costs.
right.
Closing costs can be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 depending on where you're at, and then you have to look at the area you're gonna be. Are my property taxes high?
Right.
Because you got certain sections in Florida where the property taxes are pretty up.
Yeah.
Because the more you pay, the more you pay for a house, the more you're gonna pay in taxes.
Right.
But I'd still consider, and people who move to Florida, Florida is becoming tech. A lot of computer stuff.
Right.
You got to be a professional. You either got to be a doctor or you got to be a good businessman to live decent in Florida. Because Florida, average pay is like $12 an hour. But you
That-
also you don't
that's
have the
not gonna
taxes.
work. Right.
The taxes. So if you're making $60,000 here, and then you go to Florida and you're gonna make $45,000,
Right.
you still end up with the same $60,000 because of the taxes.
Right.
You don't pay the
Or
taxes.
it balances out.
It basically does. But you got to have a plan. You can't just go down there, tirarte, and then you got 8 people working in Walmart and living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. I'd rather go back
Yeah.
to New York. You know, and
Well, but you're used to. You have homes, right? You've lived in houses,
I lived in one house.
and so you
on
know
214,
you're
so we
familiar.
know- yeah, we're familiar with it and stuff.
Right.
I mean, you have to learn how to fix your own house.
Yeah,
The
that's
basic stuff.
yeah.
YouTube, bro. I learned a lot from YouTube. Nelson is very mechanically inclined. He does boiler work, floor work. They do
Yeah.
carpentry, to do everything. I got friends that don't do that and stuff. And I can dabble a little bit,
Yeah.
you know, but I get lazy. You
No,
know?
man,
I get
I-
tired. I'm the supervisor.
A mí me costa para pintar mi cuarto. I can't even do it. I'm too lazy to do anything.
But you know something?
I'm
Have
not a handy person. That's the thing.
You can be. Have a painting party. Make it fun. Just like when you're going to school, you make learning fun, and the kids want to learn.
Yeah.
You have to come in. You have to come up with a plan. Like you say, yo, Papa, I got a painting party. You
Yeah.
get 8, 9, 10 people to come to the house. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like I did with your cousin Norma, when she got the apartment at 850.
Right.
Me, my son, and my daughter went, and we painted the apartment, and we had a good
Okay.
time. We had pizza,
right.
soda. It was her daughter and her son, I think,
Right.
and me and my 2 kids.
Okay.
And they painted everything on the wall, and we just went over it.
Nice. Nice.
You know, and you have a painting party. You make
Nice.
it fun.
It's just a lot that you have to think about because
Yeah.
eventually, yeah, okay, renting is the easiest, you know.
It can be, but then now, especially you're in a building, you got
Man.
people on top of you. You got to deal with them, and God
Man.
forbid, there's a fire, and it's a whole
don't
lot
want
of
a building.
a lot
I don't
of
want a
variables.
building.
It's just like as owning a condo.
Yeah.
You're paying your HOA, they take care of everything, but you're living with people.
You're living with people.
Yeah.
I mean, like just Monday. Monday, I was already knocked out to sleep. And this goes to show you what kind of neighbors I live with. Midnight, I'm woken up by banging a hammer, drilling. Somebody was, I think they were building a car or a house
Oh,
in the
my.
apartment upstairs. And then my neighbor downstairs is banging on the pipe so that neighbor upstairs can stop. And the neighbor above him is banging on his wall so the neighbor in the middle can stop. So I'm getting bangs
What do you do?
And
Try to
I'm
get a
like,
ritmo. It could be in the next hit.
yo, it's too much. It's too
That's
much, and
yeah.
that's the
That's
thing. I don't want neighbors anymore. Not
people.
on top of me.
People tend to not care. They say, "Oh, I pay rent here too." It goes, "Yeah, but I pay rent también. I don't have to be subjected to your
Right.
hammering at 3 o'clock in the morning."
I think they mistaken when President's Day was, so I think that they thought the holiday was Tuesday.
Yeah. So they start messing around Monday night.
So yeah, I mean that's another thing. I don't know if I want I
But but the good thing is in Florida, they have where you can live I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, say a trailer home park, but a manufactured home. You got brand new ones that are 3 bedrooms, 2 baths,
I heard about those.
1,500 square feet,
I heard about
hurricane
those.
rated to category 3
yeah.
for like $110,000.
Yeah, I heard about those.
Bro, your mortgage will be less than your rent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these are beautiful homes, man.
Some of those homes look better than a regular house.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I heard about
You look
those,
at it on the
yes.
outside, it's a manufacturer. But when you go in there, it's like, bro, did we just step into like the Phantom toll booth or something? Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. And I'm seriously considering it, bro. I don't care. If you don't want to come
Guys.
to my house, I live in a trailer home. Don't come.
If you have any comments or you you could write us or you can call us at 347-640-3920 rent or buy.
Yes.
Location.
Yeah.
Have you done it before? Or are you willing to do it? Is it something you want? You know?
Yeah, because here you have rent versus buying. Whether you choose to rent or buy a home depends on your financial situation, of course,
Right.
lifestyle and personal goals.
Right.
You know, you both provide you with a place to live and require regular income in order to make those payments.
Right.
So you just have to decide on what you want to do.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do it as a retirement, there are about 13 states in the United States that are pension friendly. And funny, New York is one of them
Yeah. Really?
because all I pay is federal. I don't pay state and local taxes. I'm retired, depending on your pension now.
Right.
I think it's either a public pension you don't or private. But I know one of them you can exempt up to $20,000 a year of that said pension. So if you're getting, let's say, $60,000 a year, you'll pay taxes on 40,
Right.
and you have that. But me, being that I don't even know if my pension is public or private. I don't know. But anyway, I just pay federal tax.
Okay.
And that's what I would pay in Florida. Everybody pays federal tax no matter where you go.
Right.
And it's the same percentage.
Right.
Then you have like like in North Carolina, you pay a certain percentage to the state of North Carolina of your pension or your income, lo que sea.
Right.
You know, so you got to look at where you want to go. And a lot of people lately don't want to go to Florida, which is good for me.
Why is
Like
that?
because
Well,
you know the political climate
yeah.
and all the stuff that people hear about it. But every time I go to Florida, I have a blast.
No, I do too.
I have a
I've
blast, man.
Well, I mean, we go on vacation.
Yeah.
We don't live there, so we don't. My family that lived there, they've experienced
Oh, well, I'm
racism.
quite
They've
sure.
experienced
I'm quite
these
sure.
Trumpsters or whatever, however you want to call them.
Yeah, but you know what? Stay in the bigger cities because
Yeah.
the bigger cities is where the Democratic concentration is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
And
live in
actually,
Orlando.
Florida can go. We're in Kissimmee, so Little San Juan, it's like
Yeah.
going to Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after Maria, more Puerto Ricans, and you got Dominicans también. You got Bravo Supermarket. You got it's like being in the Bronx, but cleaner, warmer,
Yeah.
and nicer people. I like Kissimmee, even though it's getting crowded.
Let's give us some shout outs here.
Yeah. We got Reinaldo Rivera. Un saludo cordial para ambos. Gracias
Thank you.
igual.
Thank you. I got.
That's all I got. My thing is frozen.
Oh, Nathan is watching. You're watching.
Yeah, I'm watching. Are you watching, Charles?
Well, no, but I got the same thing also.
I'm watching on 3 monitors.
You see? So yeah, so I mean, it's
Yeah,
all about timing. Also,
Yeah, you can. Then they have some stuff here where you could also go online. They have seminars, and they also have you get good discounts for first-time home buyers.
First-time home
you got
buyers,
HUD, and you got a bunch of Fannie Mae and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and that helps you because a lot of them will help you with less points,
Yeah,
and some of them cover your closing costs.
that's.
And sometimes you can get the owner, depending on how desperate he is to get rid of the property
Right.
or whatever. You can get
Right.
them to close, pay the closing costs. There are a lot of variables, and when you buy a home, that's going to be your biggest investment of your entire life.
Yeah.
You're going to be there for 30 years, God willing. Or if you can get a lower mortgage, let's say your mortgage will be, vamos a decir, 500 pesos, and that's going to include the taxes, the homeowner's insurance, and the mortgage insurance. That's going to be all included in your mortgage. The only thing you're going to pay extra is your utilities
Right.
and your sundries, your car payment, insurance,
Right.
clothes, groceries going out, and stuff like that. And some people will say, "Yo, then give me a 15-year mortgage, and I'll pay $1,000, and I'm still coming out ahead because my rent in New York was like 1,800."
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so
yeah.
you could. There are a lot of variables you can do, and you could always pay it in advance. You could pay it before, and then what you do in a home, you're building equity, especially if the value goes up.
Right.
So, if, God forbid, one day you te está apretado un poco, you can refinance
Yeah.
or borrow on the equity.
Right.
Let's say if you got 40, 50, 60,000 dollars in equity in your home, you can borrow against that
Yeah.
to make repairs, pay up bills, and start over, go on that cruise, for whatever you want to do. They don't.
Yeah.
There's no requisite that you have to give them a reason why you want this loan.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, that's the hope. I mean, for those who are watching again, what do you think? Do you want to continue renting? Would you eventually like to buy property? Carmen says, "I love the trailers."
The trailers in Florida, yeah, they are.
Welcome,
she,
Carmen.
She was living there for a while. And what's going on, Carmen? Oh, George G just chimed in. Hey guys, just got home. Sorry about canceling. It wasn't canceled, Georgie. We postponed it for a better day.
Right. Right. We'll
For
have
another
you.
day.
We'll
You
have
handle
back.
your business. Take care of what you got to take care of, Papa.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you really think
Do you
some of
think-
these people want to buy a house that don't even want to pay that much rent, now, and they want to wind up going to court? They know if they can't do what they do now in a house because the banks don't play.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. But then you got also in Jersey, if you don't pay your rent, they take you to court. You got 30 days to get out.
Yeah.
Pa fuera, pa la calle.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in New York, you could take them to court for 6, 7, 8 months
Yeah. I mean,
until they kick you out and you
it
find somewhere
depends
else
on
to
the
go.
individual. Depends on the building you live in. It depends on how you're
The
used to
landlord
living.
also, yeah, and how you used to living. If you're used to living tirado, then
Yeah. You're
Stay
not
there.
gonna. Yeah.
not me. I would love to live in the campo, bro. If Florida had mountains,
Oh,
give
yeah.
me a cabin in the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then also people are moving back to DR. People are moving out to PR.
Yeah.
People are moving back to these places where they have the campos. The taxes are not what they are here.
No.
And the homes are spacious. I mean,
I want to move towards where Jason Myers at. You know what I'm saying? The woods where nobody else is at.
Yeah, right in the woods. But if you want to go rural, you can go to Ocala, which
Yeah.
is only about an hour north of Orlando.
Right.
You got the spaces, and you don't have to worry about seeing your neighbor for a good long while.
Yeah, yeah. And then somebody else was talking about, how beautiful it is living upstate or in
Oh,
Connecticut.
upstate is beautiful. And the further upstate you go, the cheaper the houses.
That's great and all, but you got to deal with frozen pipes in the winter. You got to deal with a lot
Well,
of
see,
things in
that
the
goes
winter.
also. You got to
in the
insulate your
north.
pipes. You got to winterize everything.
That's
Just like you
just-
winterize your car.
Right.
My brother winterizes his boat. You have
Yeah.
to winterize everything.
So you just got to put money in everything, basically.
Everything is gonna
Yeah,
cost.
when you- once you get
except
a
if you're living
house.
in an apartment, because now you got the super and the landlord and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it's
Yeah, but it's brutal. Winter in upstate Connecticut, anything more north than New York is just going to be
Oh
brutal.
yeah, well then you got Michigan and Minnesota,
Yeah.
North Dakota, 30, 40 below zero.
Yeah.
But these houses are built like that.
Yeah.
You insulate your pipes and stuff like that. And I mean, you can't just go from the city a tirate in the forest
Yeah.
because you're gonna die.
Yeah,
You're gonna die. You're coming back in 2 weeks.
yeah.
You know?
George says, Arizona, in the desert near a mountain.
Yeah.
That's
But you can go to what is it?
That's nice.
Flagstaff. Flagstaff has its 4 seasons.
Yeah,
Not as extreme as here.
yeah,
But the summers are extreme, but maybe an inch of snow during the whole winter. And it all depends. You have to really do your homework. And anybody with a smartphone, a computer, man, Google is your god.
yeah.
You go to different places, read. That's what you got to do. You're sitting at home doing absolutely nothing like I do. Read. Yo estoy entremetido. I go everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
thought gets into my head, I'm going to research it. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Next.
Reynaldo says, while buying a home can involve some serious savings and commitment, renting can help you maintain your flexibility and lifestyle. With renting, you're not tied to the property long term, and you are also less responsible for saving for repairs, paying for taxes and insurance, and keeping up with other expenses. Now, the rent are so high, too expensive.
Exactly. So now, like Reynaldo said, it works perfect for someone who doesn't have all that money for a down payment,
Or want the commitment.
or want the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
But you also look at it. You can, if you can swing it. Let's say you're paying $1,800 in rent over here.
Right.
You buy yourself a brand new trailer in Florida in a gated community. Your HOA and everything included except your utilities will come to almost sometimes even half of what you're paying $1,800.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because remember, when you're renting, you're paying $1,800 a month plus utilities. And you know how Con Edison is.
Yeah.
Te tiran un peo and then poop, the rates
Yeah,
go up.
I'm with Ronaldo. I'm with
Skyrockets.
Ronaldo there. But the only reason why we're moving to a house is because we have a child and it's more privacy.
Yes.
If you have
Yeah.
a backyard. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Exactly.
Versus hearing these people hitting the steam, you know,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
12 in
knocking
the
on the
morning,
pipes.
Yeah.
hitting pipes and all this. And the other day, they were hanging out in the hallways when I was doing a delivery, and they looking at me like I was in their living room and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm like? You're in the hallway.
Like you're imposing on them.
Yeah, so I think privacy is something that money shouldn't be given. You know, like
Yeah.
there shouldn't be a price on that.
Right. And that's what I want. I want peace of mind.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know.
And if you're willing to spend for it, then you do it. But you know also why a lot of people don't buy? Because they have absolutely nothing. They have absolutely no knowledge about buying it, and that scares them.
Right.
If you educate yourself and you read and do your homework and speak to realtors and go webinars and stuff like that, you go like this. You go, damn. I should have did this years ago. I could afford it.
Yeah, no, there are courses out there for you to take, and they're free courses also.
And then you, like I said, HUD, you get first-time home buyers. You get a lot of discounts. They'll send you to webinars and stuff like that, and you could qualify. Sometimes they'll give you $5,000 towards the closing cost,
Yeah.
and that's more than what the
There's
most
a
closing
lot
cost
of
is.
a lot of programs out there that'll
Yes.
give you the money.
Yes, because they're federally funded.
Yeah,
And people say, "Oh, I don't want nothing from the Fed," but check it out. You're paying taxes, right? Draw some back.
that's right.
Take some back.
That's right.
Listen, God forbid, si yo estoy desamparado o lo que sea, and I need food stamps or whatever, okay, I've been working for over 45, 50 years. Time to draw back a little bit on my taxes.
Carmen says, I love the trailers in Florida. They are awesome. She says she had a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom trailer.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. And
That's nice.
The one that I saw was, I'm telling you, 3 beds, 2 baths, a 2-carport, vinyl flooring that looks like wood,
Yeah.
granite countertops, 2,100 square feet, 169, bro.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
169.
space. 2,100 square feet.
2,100 square feet. It was a double wide trailer, and it was all open concept.
I love
the
open
master
concept.
bedroom.
Yeah.
You got your sink with the double sink.
Yeah.
You got your walk-in closet. You got your toilet with a door so nobody can smell you. And you got your bathtub, and you got a shower con una silla.
Yeah, but yeah. Man,
Telling
you
you.
live better than you would in the
absolutely
projects.
can, but a lot of people are afraid because one, they're in, let's say, in New York. I've been here all my life,
Yeah,
and all this
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
to
yeah.
start
I
again
get it.
and
I
stuff.
get it.
It's scary.
It
It's
is scary.
But you're never gonna know until you try it.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times I got friends. I mean, most of my friends and family, apart from Puerto Rico, are in Florida.
Yeah.
And when I go there, it's gonna be like, bro, I don't even have to have a house. Yo me quedo un día aquí, un día allá, un día allá. By the time I hit everybody, it's been like 10 years. Because I got a lot of friends and family and stuff, and there's a lot to do. And people, don't be afraid of what people say about Florida. Go and then check it out yourself. You know what you do?
Florida.
If you get a month of vacation, take your whole month. Rent an Airbnb for the month.
Yeah.
A couple of dollars, lo que sea. Check out the neighborhood. He goes, coño, man, I would like to live here. You've been here for a month, so you're going to know, basically.
Yeah.
You know, go in there, like, or go to an area that you're thinking of buying. Go there in the summer, the daytime, the evening, on the weekends or whatever, so you can see cómo está el ambiente.
Yeah.
You know, and you make up your mind from there. People just snap judgment. Oh, let's go buy a house. I got the money. And then when they see 6 months later, they go, damn, foreclosure. You know, it's a sad thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because you still got to pay for that.
Let's see who else. All right, keep the comments coming in.
Yeah,
mi
because
gente.
I'm not getting them. The last
Yeah.
one I got was from Reynaldo, that book that he just wrote.
Oh, anyway. Good talk here about renting
You know,
or
there's
buying,
a whole.
you know?
I mean, this is a whole smorgasbord. You know, how are your finances? Can you afford the house?
Yeah.
Do you still have to think about beyond how many housing expenses
Credit.
there are?
You need good credit,
Oh,
mi
yes.
gente.
You better
That's
have
one.
good credit
That's one thing.
because
Yes.
you can still get a house, but you're gonna pay a lot.
Yeah.
One, you're gonna put a huge down payment. Two, you're gonna pay a lot of interest on it.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it is you can still rebuild your credit.
Yeah.
And as you're building equity in it, you can refinance.
Mm-hmm.
You can make your first, let's say your first year payments on time every month without sin falta. Maybe through another month ahead. They look at that. Okay, yeah, we can refinance it because now we're going to hold you instead of for 30 years. Now we got you for 31 years. We're going to add another year, and we're giving you more money, so you're going to pay a little bit more, but you have the equity. Now you got all that money, and let's say it build $30,000-$40,000 in equity. You got $30,000-$40,000 to play with.
Right.
To do what you got to do. You know, it's you got to think about it, and like I said, it's gonna cost, but you have to weigh the differences.
Yeah.
Do you want the peace of mind? Do you want to live in an apartment, paying rent, all this and that, and then when you leave, no tiene nada?
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, the landlord decides he doesn't want to give heat,
Mm-hmm.
or the boiler broke.
That's the
Now you
problem.
freeze.
That's the problem.
There's a lot of variables.
Who
A lot of
wants
variables.
that?
You have to do your homework, people. You have
Yeah.
to do your homework because it's not. I guarantee you, it's not as hard as you probably think it is because you don't know much about it.
Right. It's just scary when you
Yeah.
don't know something.
And especially in the news, all you hear is the horror stories in the news.
Yeah.
Because horror sells.
Yeah. If it
Good
don't,
doesn't sell.
if it don't bleed, it don't read.
Yeah, good doesn't sell. He goes, oh, mira, fulano hit the lottery. And mira, se compró esto. Goes, no, fulano hit the lottery. Le cayeron encima, le cogieron los chavos. You know, that's what people want to hear. And sex sells.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and yeah, bad sells.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a goody two shoes. If you want goody two shoes, go to church.
Yeah.
That's the thinking.
Yeah.
Nobody wants good. Everybody wants bad. That's what cash is in.
Yeah. Lucy just chimed in. Welcome, Lucy. Thank you for watching.
I'm not getting anything on here, man.
It comes up slowly.
I'm still stuck on Reinaldo.
Well, let's move on to another topic. Let's talk about the topic of minding your business.
Oh yeah, everywhere, especially at work.
Minding your business, especially at work.
Bro, we got the bochincheros. We got the ones who want to be supervisors. We got the ones who snitching on the wannabe supervisors. And then when you snitch on the snitch gets upset. And bro,
Yeah. And then you got the ones that'll befriend you and be all kind with you, have lunch with you, but they're gathering all the information that
Oh,
you
yeah.
tell them about yourself, and they start spreading it around
and
to
then when you turn
others.
your back, you get oh, what the hell? Ay, la puya.
So, I mean, I've been through that. You know, I think a lot of people have been through that at the workplace. You have to be careful as to how much information, personal information, you share with your coworkers. People kind of confuse coworkers as being friends.
Yeah.
Coworkers are not your friends. Coworkers are coworkers. You know, they become your work family because you spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week at a place for many years. So they do become your work family. Some people do develop friendships out of work.
Yeah. Well, in my job, we have, you have the traqueteros and all that stuff and everything. But we have developed a family.
Yeah.
We hang out with each other after work. Whenever one of them comes from New Jersey or Connecticut or Pennsylvania, whatever, we'll set a date and we'll go hang out for the day or whatever. We call each other. We make sure how everybody's doing. We go to their parties. We've seen their kids get married, baptized, the baby shower, unfortunately funerals and stuff like that. We have a certain circle that we keep in touch with.
Right.
You know, even sometimes it can go months, but we go, oh shit, yo, Papa, how you doing? You came into my mind today. Is everything good and stuff? And then you have the retirees that retired before I did, and we're still friends, and we talk, and we'll send texts to each other, make sure everybody's all right, and wait for the summer. We have barbecues at the houses and stuff. Those are the ones. But you after a while, you know who to talk to.
Right. But have you ever experienced working with somebody who you regret sharing information with, or because not
Actually,
everybody's going to be supportive
Nothing,
of you?
because for the fact that I really didn't give a crap what anybody
Well,
thought about me.
yeah, that's a good attitude to
Yo te
take.
digo a ti, and you want to go blab it, like said, you're the one that's going to look stupid because no one's going to trust you with information again.
Yeah,
I had a great 28 years career.
right.
It had its ups and downs and
Yeah.
stuff. I got upset at things and everything, but I'm the type of guy, you may know how and 2 minutes later I'm all right.
Yeah. And then you have people who go to work and they don't speak to nobody. They go to work to work,
Oh, boy, we do have a lot of those. And those are the
and
creepy
they
ones.
just. Well, I don't know if they're creepy, but they'll smile, they'll say hello, whatever, but they won't share too much.
No, but
Or
those are the
they
guys
won't
you gotta
share at
watch
all.
out for because they get pissed off. They might hold off. I stay away from them.
Haul off. What do you mean by haul off?
Hold off and do something, bro. Spray the thing with gunfire or whatever.
Chacho.
Those are the makings of the serial killers. Those are the quiet ones. Tienen que tener cuidado. I want you. Yo te quiero un desordenado.
Yeah.
That way I know where you're coming from.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get to know a lot of people. You get to know their character. You get to know cliques.
Yeah.
Workplace creates cliques. So you know who to keep away from. You know who to share anything with.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know
After
who
a
to
while,
should be limited with. And like in your case, you know who will be your friends, your long-term
yes,
friends.
Yes, yes.
Oh, we have yeah, that's why when the bell rings, it's time to go. I
Yep.
don't want to see them until the next word. That's funny.
Yeah, and the thing is, in my job,
Yeah.
if you're a snitch, everybody's gonna know.
Yeah.
Cause we're gonna tell on you. We're gonna put you out there so you don't do it again.
Yeah. But you know the workplace
Don't
they
that
tend-
make you a snitch then?
No, because all of us will say, "Yo, look, what it is,
You snitch on the snitch.
we'll call them out the
Right.
carpet. You go, yo, stop spreading stupid rumors and stop
Right.
talking about people, bro.
Well,
Because
yeah.
no one's gonna work with you. Because you remember, you work on the tracks with us.
Right.
Your life is in my hands.
I'll put you in a body bag and help look for you.
Something can happen. And go, oh shit, he stepped out on the tracks. No, listen,
is
you
funny.
gotta you. That's why we're such a close knit family. Because
Yeah.
if we're going out to work and we're going to set up a track. Now, when we're setting up a track, we're going out there blind.
Yeah.
Trains are coming fast. We just have lights and whatever, and hopefully they see us in time
Yeah.
and we can clear up in time. The hardest part is setting up and breaking down.
Yeah.
So when you go setting up, you have a point man that's going out there to watch out.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's vulnerable. All you
Yeah.
got is the flashlight.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to warn you or whatever. So now if you had a fight with this dude last night and he's still holding the grudge, you may not blow that whistle.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
People
and-
are people are
and
bougie like that.
in my-
It can happen. I mean, it hasn't happened with us.
Yeah.
But anything can happen.
In my case, I'm too friendly sometimes. You know, I'll meet somebody new and then we'll start chatting. They'll share some home information with me. I'll share some home information, and then we'll just carry on. Come to find out later that it's not what you thought. You know, so
It happens.
lesson learned. You learn
Yeah.
as you go along. You learn to not, especially as we get older. You
Yeah,
learn to be
but you
wiser,
also-
and you learn
yeah.
to listen. You learn to watch and observe.
Oh, of course. But
You
then
know?
also you have to take a chance and talk to people and stuff like that. Because if not,
Yeah.
you're gonna be the kid in the corner with people throwing stuff at.
Yeah.
You know, no one's gonna want to deal with you.
Yeah.
You know, things happen. You know,
Yeah.
it's a process of elimination.
Yeah.
What you can do, you can throw out false information and see who's gonna talk about it.
Exactly. Lucy says, happy to be here. Carmen says, need to be done more often. People don't mind their business enough. Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Rosa's, welcome, Rosa. She says, hey, guys.
Hey, Rosa.
And George says, I had to reschedule the, oh, yes. Well,
Yes. Yes. He's talking to Lucy.
oh, okay.
She read the post.
And Carmen Vasquez says, wow, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's we have that everywhere because people talk bad about transit and stuff like that. They say we don't do anything and stuff. Yeah, but let that train get stuck in between stations,
Yeah.
and we have to evacuate you.
Right.
We're gonna evacuate a whole trainload of people with just 2 people:
Yeah.
the train operator and the conductor.
Yeah.
And if we're stuck in between stations, you make your announcements for the first couple of minutes. If you're gonna be there for a little longer, you leave. Your train operator leaves his cab. He'll walk from the first 5 cars, and I walk from the 5 to the end, telling people what's going on and stuff like that, so they can see that you're there, and then you're coming out and interact with them. You're
Right.
taking a chance because you
Right.
can get a local there and do it, but that's your job. You have to come out. And I go out there and explain to the people. I say, listen, I have to go all the way to the back first, and then I'm going to make my way up and explain to you guys what's going on. Okay. I tell them this is what's going on. We had a train in front of us that something activated the emergency brakes. Unfortunately, somebody fell between the cars and got run over, and it's going to be a little while, but we're here. No, if the electricity goes out, I will let you know before that because they'll let us know, and hopefully it won't be for a long time and stuff. And you go out there and you talk to them like people. You don't talk at them, you talk to them.
Right.
It's a big difference.
That's a problem at the workplace.
Exactly.
People don't know how to talk to anyone. Carmen says, I don't trust anyone. I get you, Carmen. I understand.
Yeah.
The people that you think you trust are the ones that,
are the ones that are going to
That'll hurt you.
tirarte las pullas.
yeah.
I think if we really
Yeah.
have to evacuate people and I work in the train, that's when I quit. Listen, this shit happening. You
Yeah.
got to leave. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, no. You have people, if they refuse to go, you have to be like, let's say you got a smoke condition.
Yeah.
and you evacuating the train, and goes, I'm not leaving. This train's gonna move soon. I said, okay, do me a favor. Honestly, you're gonna have to write down your name, number, and next of kin. You go, what for? Because there's smoke in this thing. There's a good chance that we might not find you alive when we come back to get you. Pa rápido they get up. Pa
Not
rápido,
even
because
that.
I'm telling you.
See, not even that.
Because I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, and my lungs are getting full of smoke. I'm leaving
Right.
with the masses. My responsibility
right,
is
right,
the
right.
30, 40 people here, not for you. Unfortunately, and you know what's sad too, bro?
What?
If you got somebody in a wheelchair.
Would they be rolling somewhere else? Because I'm running.
No.
Well, I
you
mean,
have no choice. You're gonna
have
have
to,
leave
yeah.
this person. And as
Wait,
much as
leave the person.
you
You
have,
have
no
to
choice.
leave them.
How you gonna get a wheelchair off a train and carry him on the tracks?
Put them over your shoulder.
On a wheelchair?
No, take them
out
out
the
the
How
wheelchair.
can I
wheelchair.
weigh 300 pounds?
Well, damn.
Then there's a problem.
I mean, if
Pero
I can carry you, I'm gonna do it. But remember,
Yeah.
if I'm carrying you, I have to lead these people also. So I can't lead.
wait, so at work in the hospital, in those situations, they have this thing that looks like a sled for patients
Right.
that you put them. Don't you guys in MTA have that in the
Donde?
subway system? No sé.
You put them in
No?
the tunnels, they're gonna steal it. Just like
Yeah.
with all the fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
They're in the token booths now. They're not at the end of the stations anymore where you can take it and no.
That's crazy.
You got to go to the booth because people kept stealing them.
That's crazy.
You know, it's a sad thing. And the thing is, people when you go on the subway, educate yourself.
Yeah.
Look, see where the exits are and how you can get out and stuff like that. You have to educate yourself. You can't just rely on two people to evacuate an entire train in a rush.
Right. Because at work in the hospital setting, vamos a suponer there's a fire,
Yeah.
smoke, whatever. We escort out the patients that are able to walk first.
Oh yes.
Then the people that are able to get into a wheelchair, yes. But those that cannot and they have to be in bed the whole time, those are the last patients to,
Yeah,
to be
unfortunately,
taken
but that's
out.
the way
Yeah.
it has to be because you
Right.
have to get rid of them. You have to move out the masses first.
Right.
And it's just like in an airplane.
And that's sad. I mean, but what can you do?
When the flight attendant tells you,
Yeah.
you put your mask on first before you take care of someone else.
Right.
Because they're trying to take care of your kids or whatever and everything, but meanwhile, you're trying to get that mask on and te está muriendo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be right first and then help out the masses.
Yeah. So Carmen says they will betray you quickly when you tend to trust people.
True,
Yeah, I
true.
mean, going back to the workplace and minding your business, you always, especially when you have that one coworker, every person that's ever worked in their life has that one coworker that's una bruja, a witch or warlock that's just nasty.
Oh, yeah. We have,
You know,
we've had
always,
those.
always has
But
something
we
to
can
say.
usually straighten them out.
Well, yeah, you got to approach them. That's the
We can
thing.
usually straighten 'em
They
out.
like they're bullies. They like to
Yeah.
test you.
But then, you know what it is now? Now with this sexual harassment thing and everything, you got to be really careful how you speak to people. You know, and if you come out of your face once, bro, all they got to do is write you up and you're in big trouble. You can lose
Well,
your job.
Here's something that kind of bothers me with that thing is that at work there was this older African American lady who I think she was in her 70s. She was using a term of endearment
Right.
with a coworker of hers. She says, "Hey, baby, how can I help you? Can I do anything for you, baby?" You know, baby is a term of endearment.
Yes. For the older
And-
crowd.
Right. The person she called baby reported her to HR. HR called her in and says, "You can no longer call your coworkers baby." And she's like, "But that's how we express, cariño." To
You have to change
and they
it
said,
now.
"You got to change it. You
it.
got to stop." And
Because-
so she felt so hurt that
Yeah.
somebody would actually take her to HR for calling them baby. And,
they
it
don't have to
wasn't
give you a warning.
sexual.
They don't have to give you a warning.
Isn't
Me,
that
I say,
something?
when I hold the door open for someone. And say,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, dear. Oh, you're welcome, my love.
Yeah, but now
It's a term of
you can
endearment
get in
now.
trouble.
Yeah, but I say that to the older people.
Yeah.
The younger kids, I go, yeah, you're welcome. Whatever. Goodbye. Because I know how it is. Because not witnessed it. I heard some friends talking about it. There was a guy at work, and it was a train operator. They're
Yeah.
very close, like brother and sister.
Yeah.
So the train operator asked the conductor, listen, can you take me to so-and-so place to buy stuff for Thanksgiving because my car's not working? They lived in the same complex.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, no problem. Then he hugged her and gave her a kiss in the cheek and everything. This new conductor comes in, they goes, is that your woman? No. Is that your sister? No. Is that your girlfriend? No. Because you kiss her again like that, I'm going to write you up. None of her business.
Right.
He had to apologize.
Now
because
I got a question though.
he almost got written up.
Was the person pretty?
Was the person?
What do you mean? The one that was
That-
accusing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a young girl.
Yeah,
She was kind of
because
cute, but
because I always said like let's say a Javier would call somebody, hey, baby, don't worry about it. They probably won't say shit. Someone that look like me and you, they'd be like, what? Look at him. He's talking to us like that.
Yeah, well,
so
it
I think
is
all-
like that, and you got
it all
you got people who are
depends.
just outright petty,
Yeah.
petty,
yeah,
petty,
yeah, yeah.
petty.
There's a lot of pettiness.
Or when they want to take your job, they
Yeah.
look for every
Or like,
little thing.
one time I have a person. I was working at a certain terminal, and I went. Say, you guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go outside and smoke a fag. Now we know what fag is here,
Yes.
but in Europe, fag is a cigarette.
Right.
All right. So I go downstairs, took one cigarette, came back up. Dispatcher says, "You don't. I got to write you up." I said, "For what?" He goes, "You use a derogatory term." He goes, "What did I say? You said the F word." I said, "What? F-U-C-K?" He goes, "No, F-A-G." He goes, "Yeah, I said it. I said a fag. I'm gonna go smoke a fag." In London, a fag is a cigarette. She cut that dude a new one. Oh man, send him on a trip. He was on board the whole day. Send his ass on a trip. You doing that trip, Johnny? You sit down. She got pissed.
Yeah.
She got pissed.
Yeah.
Because she knows I don't play that, man. I mean, I'm politically incorrect,
Yeah.
but I'm not disrespectful.
Right.
You know, if you're a person there at my job and you're gay, you're transgender or whatever, I am not gonna go out there blatantly and call you that word or
Right.
this or whatever. No, it's not gonna happen.
Right,
And I even
right,
playing around
right.
because I know how sensitive people are. Now.
Right. So Carmen says they. Oh wait, I already said that about Carmen. From Carmen, Renaldo says, yo tuve algunas experiencias cuando tenía mi trabajo. Algunos se aprovecharon de mi nobleza.
You want me to read it, bro?
Wow, this is a lot.
You want me to read it, bro?
Me preguntaban. Go ahead.
Me preguntaban cómo hacer algo y se lo explicaba muy bien. Luego le decían a supervisadora que ellos salieron con la idea. Luego la supervisadora le dirigía a todos, hagan todo como él. Me robó todas las ideas. Oh, yeah. Eso, mira, eso pasa en todos los lados. Si tú no vas a la supervisadora o al manager, lo que sea, con tu idea, y tú se lo dices a otra gente,
Yeah.
tú sabes que te lo van a robar.
Yeah.
Porque gente son así.
Especially
Yeah.
the supervisors.
Yeah.
Supervisors and managers, they be like, yeah, our department is doing very well. Boy, you didn't do nothing. So
Right,
you're getting all the
right.
credit.
Hey, listen, when you do it, when you have an idea and you're gonna go to somebody, or you're gonna email it. Don't just email it to one person. Email it to your supervisor, your manager, your co-supervisor, so they know that idea came from you.
Exactly.
You don't not just one person, because
No.
then you have no proof. It's just one
And a
it's
paper trail.
just between the two of you, and you have the paper trail.
Yes, you got to
always do
look
paper
at George
trail.
G. He goes, he had an incident where someone called him hun, and it got reported that George was sexually harassed.
Yo,
So
George,
someone reported on George's behalf that he was being sexually harassed by somebody.
that's crazy.
That's like if somebody calling you, hey, Papi Chulo. Because, yo, I don't
And
like
I'm
that
like,
shit.
I don't
Mira,
like it,
Somebody
but-
call Javier
but-
Papi Chulo.
Right.
Sexual
Nah,
harassment.
man, come on, that's ridiculous.
Again, Javier, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, but you could do that. You're the boss.
Yeah. Listen, so Nathan says, damn, nothing worse than hearing the thump when somebody gets hit by a train.
Bro, you don't hearing
guy
it
right
as opposed
here.
to seeing it.
This guy.
That's no
I'm
joke.
sure you've seen it, you've heard it.
I've seen many of them. I've seen too many of them. I seen them get splattered when I was off duty
Oh,
going
my
home. I seen them when I was
God.
on the train looking out to the front. I remember one time we were on the 7 line. We were working at Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
And we're coming around the bend at 103rd Street in Corona. So it's a fast curve. You're coming in about 30 miles an hour.
Right.
The dude just steps off the platform, bro. Bro, his head hit the door.
Oh,
the
my
storm door when you're going across cars.
Yeah.
And I didn't see no blood or anything because he immediately went under. We put 3 cars over him before the train came to a stop.
Wow.
And the train operator's hands were like white. The knuckles were white because he was like, I had to pry his hands off. I got on the phone because I wasn't the conductor on that train.
Yeah.
We were doing a job as flagmen
Yeah.
going back to our quarters. And we had to evacuate the train. We got everybody out. Before the police came, there was nobody on the platform. Only the nosy people.
Yeah.
And then when they saw all the guts and everything, they fueron. But we snapped into action because it also comes back to my military training.
Right.
It's to react, do what you got to do, and then break apart later.
Right.
When you think about it. But then now people would, and when I was telling them, when I saw the body, I got hungry
How?
because it looked like carne guisada. I swear to God, it looked like the carne guisada you put in your pot. It did not look like a torn up person. It did not.
cannot.
It did not. And And then the cops, the ESU is laughing and having a good time, and the people say, "Yo, why are you laughing?" and everything. I said, "You know what? Because if we let it get to us, we won't be able to do this job. Because that's their job to respond to stuff like this.
Yeah.
And if you let it get to you, you're gonna either kill yourself or you're gonna quit the job or you're gonna kill somebody.
Right. George said you should see their faces when I told them I liked it in the HR office. That's
Of course.
hilarious.
Why not? I'm not being sexually harassed. You call me hun. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
There's
And then
absolutely
you
nothing
got
wrong
the
with
stuff in the train. If you notice in the train, no one says good morning, ladies and gentlemen anymore. Good morning, passengers. You can't say ladies and gentlemen anymore because of gender neutral stuff.
that. Right. Well, I don't know if it was about a month or two ago that I think we talked about it on my show, and no, it was after we got off air, where in the hospitals now what they're doing is patient identifiers. They don't refer to male or female. They eliminated that now. So
Wow.
because people are getting sensitivity training, because now it's about not just straight, but LGBT, transgenders. We're getting a lot of transgender patients, cancer patients coming into the hospital.
Okay.
And because they legally changed their names, the insurance doesn't recognize their new name. The insurance still recognizes
The
the
gender?
transgender female by their male name. And so there's always that mix-up that's happening.
Ah.
So within the hospital setting, they've eliminated that because some staff have called transgender patients by the wrong term or name.
Wow.
So they've eliminated that. So now what we're being trained is when we deal with a patient, we ask them, how do you want to be called?
Right. I was just gonna say that.
Right.
What are you identifying yourself as?
Right.
Are you a female? You're male? And ask us how we should address you. Because if you don't ask me how to address you and you look like a man, but you are a woman, I'm gonna, sir.
Yeah.
It's a natural instinct.
Right.
It's instinct.
Right.
It's no fault of mine. I'm not
Right.
making fun of you.
No. Of
Tell
course
me
not.
how you want. If you want to be
Right.
as a woman, I say, ma'am.
Right.
You
So
know?
there was I think I saw something on Facebook just
It's unfair.
yesterday or the day before where it was a little comedy sketch or it was a commercial or something, and it was a taxi driver and the passenger got on a guy, and then the taxi driver says, "Hey, what's up, man?" And then the passenger says, "Are you assuming my gender?" And so the taxi driver was like, "Oh, here we go." So like everything now is becoming very sensitive.
I'll have a panic button. When something like that, I press the button. Oh, look, check engine light. You gotta go. Check engine light is on. Que tiene que ir. I'll pick somebody else up. But I mean,
It's
people. It's a catch-22.
Yeah.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna come up with a label that says I'm a female or
Right.
I'm
Right.
Sarah, but you look like
It's
George.
the thing is that it's harder for us because we're already seasoned. This is how we grew up. This is what
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff might easily apply to the younger generation. It'll probably catch easier with them. But people who are like
you know
us,
something?
seasoned, it's a little bit more
People
difficult.
accuse me of being homophobic sometimes. It goes, but we didn't grow up to be homophobic.
Yeah.
The gay people in our community or friends or whatever, they were
Yeah.
Sally, George, Reinaldo, Raymond, Chucho, Papo, lo que sea.
Right.
They weren't Papo the gay guy or
No, no,
Anna the
yeah.
butch. No.
yeah.
They were people.
Yeah.
Just like the black people that we lived in our neighborhood. We didn't say, oh, my black friend on the fourth floor, whatever. No,
Right.
I got my
Yeah.
friend Kurt on the fourth floor. And people will ask you, what is he? I said, he's my friend. He goes, well, what nationality? Oh, well, he's black. I said, how come you didn't say that? He goes, why should I?
Yeah. Why should you?
Why should I? You're a person, bro. I mean, come on. And
It's
from
ridiculous.
a kid, growing up in the projects,
Yeah.
really tuned us up on how to accept people.
Right.
Because we treated people the same.
We had everything in our
Everything
little
was in
block.
there. We had gay
In
people.
the
We
block,
had
we had everyone.
marimachos and all this stuff, but we didn't say, oh, marimacho. We had one of the girls that would play ring a lariat with us and everything, and she
Yeah.
could probably kick our butts and everything, but we didn't call her a butch or a
Yeah.
dyke or a lesbian. No.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Ni eso,
You know,
ni eso.
ni eso.
We have a little audience member that he says we'll also call. Or we didn't call them bugarrones. We didn't call them that.
No, but then but I mean, it's people are forcing things on you.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have a problem
Yeah.
with you being gay, lesbian, or whatever. I'm gonna treat you like a person.
Right. If
You
you
know?
have respect for me, I have respect for you.
Exactly. But don't
That's just the
force
bottom
your
line.
lifestyle on me, because I won't force mine on you. You want to be my friend? We're gonna be friends. Whatever. I'll treat you like regular. I'll shake your hand, give you a hug, a kiss in the cheek, or like I say, I don't care who you are, but just respect, and we'll get along just fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know. Here you go, George. He goes, Sarah does not want to look like me. You're a cutie, George.
How are we doing with time?
Yeah, a
few
couple minutes. We have a couple
We
minutes
got
left.
5 minutes. We
Yeah,
got 5
you know, and it's well for my brother Manny's watching. He's a lurker. He's not commenting or anything. He's probably just sitting there laughing at
Matty,
us
tune in. Tell me what
in
you
his
think.
house over there in wherever he lives. I'm not gonna say where he lives because he might owe people money. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you just treat people. Don't naturally assume
Yeah.
what a person is.
Right.
And I'm not gonna go ask you, go, sir, are you a woman or a man? Because
Yeah.
that's even more of a slap in the face.
Yeah.
I would say, excuse me. So
Yeah.
so whatever.
Like our audience member Freddie, he had a niece who actually looked up a nun's skirt because she didn't know whether it was a man or woman in Catholic school. Oh,
A
she was
vir-
trying to find out if she was a virgin, so she
Hey.
lifted the nun's skirt.
Look,
Pero
Luanda just
maravillosa
chimed in.
was your niece.
What's up, Luanda? You know, and it's come to that where I can't even identify you as a man or a woman or whatever. I can't say, hey, person.
You're a person. That's it.
I'd rather, and people say, I'd rather you call me person.
Yeah.
Then he goes, I mean, but what are you today? I'm a woman. Okay, I'm call you a woman. What's your name? Sarah. Okay, Sarah. Or Annette. Okay, Annette. George or Raymond, Tuso, whatever.
Right.
You know, I mean, don't make it hard for people who Gen X, we don't get this stuff, man, because we don't care.
Are you passionate or what?
Gen Xers don't care. That's why we live so long.
Sarah, okay, you read that part.
Yeah, you know.
Luanda, welcome.
Welcome, Luanda. I don't know if you commented because
Again,
my screen is
I'm
frozen.
old school. I call you for how you look. You look like a man. What's up, homie? You look like a female. What's up?
Yeah, wait a
chaka?
minute. Wait a minute. But what about women who actually have a little rough edge?
What's up, homie?
Sure, you want me to shape you up a little bit,
I know, right?
like in Fridays?
Give a razor.
The movie Friday. But yeah, you know, I mean, don't fly off the handle
Yeah.
if I slip up.
Right.
I mean, hello, if you're transgender and you still look manly and you haven't made a complete transition, I'm going to think that you're a man and I'm going to address you as such, not on purpose, but I can understand them getting upset also because they're probably going through that all the time.
They've
And
gone
I'm
through
just
it a lot,
another
yeah.
one.
Right.
But I honestly didn't do this on purpose.
Right.
You know, and correct me. So listen, I'm female.
Okay.
My
Bruce,
apologies.
Bruce Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
So that was my bad. I'm sorry. Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. He was Bruce to me, but now he's Caitlyn, so you got to address Caitlyn. It's got to
Right.
be Caitlyn. I mean, you don't. I'm not gonna disrespect the person for their lifestyle.
Right.
I'm not gonna go out there and start disrespecting someone for their lifestyle.
Yeah.
So if you want to be Caitlyn, you're Caitlyn.
Right.
Ya está.
Ya se acabó.
You know.
Bueno, so we only have 2 minutes left. Let's talk about next week's guest.
Who we got next week?
We have singer Alba Robles.
Alba Robles.
She's from Puerto Rico and she is currently residing in New York. She just released her new salsa single called Loca, and she will be here next Wednesday for an interview, and she's going to perform the song, maybe just a little snippet. And we're just going to talk about her career.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. So
I'll do my homework.
Yes, come back next Wednesday. You don't want to miss this one.
Yep.
Alba
Next
Robles.
Wednesday at 6 p.m. Be
Yeah.
there or be square.
And also George KG, again, he couldn't be here for those that came in later into the show. He was supposed to be here, but unfortunately he couldn't make it, had some issues with his family, but he will be here. We'll have to figure out when.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, because
Don't worry.
I think we're booked for March with
Yeah.
guests, so
But-
we'll probably have
well-
you back in April.
We can come up with something.
Yeah.
We'll come up with something, Georgia. We're not gonna forget you.
Yeah, and we have another interview, but it's gonna be at the location. We're going on location. We're going to Port Morrison.
Port Morris Distillery,
Yes.
home of New York, home of Pitorro.
Piteorro with Willie Valentin.
Yes.
Who actually grew up in the project.
Yes, we grew up
with us.
together.
Yes, we
We
did.
all grew up together, man.
And we went to Holy Name.
Yep.
You didn't go to Holy Name, did you?
No.
Yeah.
No. My mother wasn't going to send us there. It's going to be a waste of money.
Yeah.
I would have got kicked out the first week. They would have kicked me out, or they would have wore out that paddle.
That's funny. Anyway, guys, so it was a pleasure. My name is Javier Luis.
I'm Johnny Boricua Prince Torres. Sorry, I was being nosy.
Anyway, guys, have a good weekend, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Have a good one, guys.
Por amor, soy de ti y seré